What's up, YouTube? Okay, so I got a live Wi-Fi battle for you guys tonight. I'm having one at the moment, so oops, I better turn my fan off. Okay, so I'm doing this one live, obviously. So let me see what music. Let's pick number 3 music. Not that it matters because I don't really want to battle with my music on, due to YouTube being silly with their music claims and stuff. So not my fault. Okay, so what do we got here? We got Blastoise will probably be the lead, or Tyranitar. Yuck, there's some really gross Pokemon that I don't like versing here. So we got the boring Talonflame, Tyranitar, Starmie, Breloom. So they're sort of very Pokemon you see all the time. So Blastoise will probably be a bulky spinner. Talonflame would probably be just what Talonflame normally is. So problems for his team. That stupid Breloom will be annoying, spamming Spore, but I might be able to get around it a little bit with my Mantine. So I think he's going to lead with Tyranitar or Blastoise. What to do here? Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to lead with, I'll lead with my Durant this time, because Durant versus Tyranitar would be a very nice little matchup there. We'll see how things go. Okay. It won't be so good against Blastoise because that thing will be spamming Skull. So we'll just see how it goes. It's not going to like an X-Scissor anyway. Okay, but those are the 2 pokes that I think this person will start with. My team's a little bit random, so I'm not sure that he's expecting me to start with that either. Okay, so he's leading with Heloisk. Alright, now I'm thinking I might be able to bait him here with a Volt Absorb, but I'm not too sure what the go here is. Like I could go straight into it, get a speed boost, or go into my Lantern and absorb it. But I'm not at the moment. I'm not too sure if it's got. I'm thinking it may go for Volt Switch. Where I could be happy. I'm just going to go straight for the offensive here. I normally play a little bit defensive at the start to actually see what their moves are and what their prediction skills are like. I normally always do that, but let's see if I'm right. He may go for Volt Switch here. Okay, so Thunder Wave. So it's going to be an electric move for sure, which was that was perfect. So let's go for Earthquake here. He may be sashed as well. But then again, there's not a lot this guy can do to me. What has he got? He's got Volt Switch. He's got Grass Knot. What else does it have? Okay, so it didn't have a sash, so that's alright. Critical Hit didn't even really matter. Okay, so what's his next poke? I know he can't swap in that Tyranitar without thinking twice. Okay, so he's going to swap Tyranitar in. He's probably got a lot of bulk in it, so that's alright. I can still take, I can still do a really, really good hit on this thing, and I've got my my item as well. So I'm just going to go straight here for the Earthquake and do as much damage to this Tyranitar as possible. So it's got to be Mega Tyranitar as well. That's sort of fine. I don't mind that. Let's bring it on. Okay, so I think he probably will survive this, but it should do some, it should do some nice damage with my item as well. So that was pretty good damage. I'm quite happy with that. Electivire did well. He got, he took the lead out, and he's really forced him to, Mega Evolve and take a lot of damage in the process. So I know you're not the fastest Pokemon in the world, either, Mega Tyranitar, so this is a good opportunity for me to bring in my Durant. Now, what this guy has, he'd have Earthquake, he'd have Crunch, the normal shit that I'm expecting. So now would be a good time here to go for set up my Hone Claws here. But he's staying in, of course. So hopefully I can take his hit in the in the low amounts of health, and I'll activate my my berry. So I'm quite confident that I'll take this. I should be able to take this. I take it pretty well actually, which is good. And now I'm just gonna I'm gonna decimate him with Iron Head. So and I've got high speed as well, and I've got +1, so this is going to do lots of damage. Like, that's dead. So Mega Tyrant is definitely down there. And really he has to watch what Pokemon he swaps in now, because I've got quite a really massive amount of attack now after that Hone Claws, and my accuracy has been boosted. So what's he going to go to? Okay, so his best option here was to go into Talonflame. Now, I have got a move to hit this as well, so I'm not too fussed. I mean, he can go straight for the Brave Bird if he wants, but he's going to risk getting some damage, and he doesn't, so that's quite good. He had to really go there for a fire move, and probably didn't expect me to have Rock Slide, so that's good. That's Talonflame out of the way, so things are going really good at the moment. Durant is absolutely sweeping through his team, which is great. It's what Durant does best. So into Blastoise here, so the only really move that, that hasn't resist, that... I can resist. He can resist my Iron Head. I live my Rock Slide, so I'm going to go here straight for the X Scissor, get some nice damage. It probably won't kill Blastoise, but it'll do, it'll be a big chunk to it. Depending on what its EVs are, it just lives as well. Wow, it goes for Aura Sphere. That's interesting. Okay, so that's going to take me out. But that's all good, because I took a lot of these pokes out with that, and the Sandstorm subsides as well. So not too bad there. Now, what to do here? So I could bring in... I'm going to bring in my Mr. Mime here, because I know I'm going to outspeed, and I could probably get... I'm quite confident that I could get a boost off here as well, but we'll just see. I could get a boost off here. Let's just finish it. I'm going to finish this Blastoise. I just want to close this Blastoise out, because in case it's got rest or anything like that, let's just get rid of it. Okay, so that's down. Okay, so he's got these last two pokes left, and my team's handling his team quite well. So I know he's got that Breloom left. I know I can outspeed that. Okay, so Starmie is going to be a little bit of an annoying problem. So it's probably going to go for Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump or Ice Beam, but Hydro Pump would kill, so that's the move that I'm thinking he'll use at the moment. Like, as I said, I don't have a lot of moves to actually hit this Starmie either. So probably Lantern would be my best switch in here, because I know I can sponge his Hydro Pump, his Psychics, his Ice Beams, and absorb his Thunderbolt. So that's a good swap in here for his Starmie. So as I guessed, he'd go for Hydro Pump. And that's not going to do much to my Lantern at all. That's really laughable damage. So I'm sort of thinking he'll bring in his Breloom next turn. He can try all that bullshit with Sub and that kind of stuff, but I'm well prepared for that. So what I'm going to do is go for a Thunder Wave here. I'm thinking he'll stay in or go for Psychic. That's his. Okay, so that's right. That's all good. So I can Thunder Wave his Breloom here. That was his only swap in as well, so this is good. I can, he's definitely going to be a lot slower now due to that Thunder Wave, and his little Toxic Orb can't activate either, which is good. It was a risky move to swap in as well. I personally would have let Starmie die. Okay, so I mean, I could sacrifice Lantern here quite easily and bring something else in, but Lantern at the same time is a good counter for, it's a good counter for that Starmie, which, could well be Scarfed as well. So here I'm sort of thinking whether I should sacrifice my Mr. Mime, or swap in my Breloom and take the Grass hit. It's sort of going to be a hit and miss, but I think Mantine should be right, because he's got that flying as well, so it's not going to be hitting me as hard. Also, he resists fighting as well, so none of that Focus Punch bullshit can happen. So he's probably going to go throw up the Sub. Okay, so Stun Spore, that's not too bad. I'm not too afraid of that, because I've got Rest as well. Not very afraid of that one at all. So what I can do, I'm going to go for Scald, because he may throw up the substitute here. I'm thinking that's what okay, so he's going to go get paralyzed. That's good. And I'm going to go for Scald and get some damage off on him, which is good. And he can't use that stupid Toxic Heal at the same time, so I'm sort of I'm good. So I'll go for Confuse right here in case he doesn't want to try and take me out. Okay, so he's going to get paralyzed again, which is good. I apologise for that, there's a lot of cars in the area. So I'm just going to go for Confuse Ray here. So he has a very, very little chance to actually attack me now. Extremely tiny. So I'm just going to keep here going for a Scald. Just keep going for Scald. And yeah, this is my little plan. So I know that Starmie is completely and utterly walled by Lantern. So as long as I get rid of Breloom, I've won the match really. So he's going to have no chance to actually attack me there, which is great. And this is really game here. There's absolutely nothing he can do to me whatsoever. So I get paralyzed there. That's all good. He may actually... Oh, he snapped out of confusion. But he gets paralyzed. That's the thing about being in the para-confusion trap. There's a lot of... there's a ton of hacks, and that's what makes Mantine a really, really good... Lantern a really, really great user. So he's going to hit me with... I think that was that Rock Tomb? Yeah, that was Rock Tomb. Obviously, it's got Technician. I see now. So it's got Technician. Fair enough. That's all right. I can take those Rock Tombs pretty well because I said I bulked out a lot in defense there, and yeah, as I said, this is basically game here. There's no way he can recover his health. And gets past the paralysis again. Hits me with Rock Tomb. That's all right. I'm not too worried about that. I get another speed drop. I get paralyzed again. So. Getting back my health slowly. I may actually just leave the other one, or I may not. It'll be a very close thing, actually. So I'll go for... I'll go for Scald here again. Stupid motorbikes. Okay, so he's going to snap out of it 3 times in a row and hit me with rocks like, oh, I just live. And I get another speed tie. Come on, Mantine. Oh, damn it. So I get paralyzed 3 times in a row. Oh, that's Pokemon for you. So he had some bad luck, then I had some bad luck. So it sort of evened itself out there a lot. So this will probably be the final, whether we can... okay, so he's going to not get paralyzed for the 4th time in a row and take my Mantine out. So, damn, he did pretty well to get past all that, I have to admit. Okay, so I'm going to bring in Mr. Mime here. Because I know that my Lantern can take Psychics all day. And this is really it for his Breloom as well. So I'm going to take that out with the Psyshock. And his last Pokemon is Starmie. And whether or not that's Spexed or Scarfed, I'm yet to see. But he's also used one Hydro Pump already. So Hydro Pump doesn't have the greatest accuracy either. And if he doesn't have, this is not like Pokestep or Pokegen. So he probably only has 5... PP on Hydro Pump as well, but I'm not too sure at the moment. So I'm going to sort of sacrifice my Mr. Mime here because I want to see what attack this is. Okay, it's going to use Psychic. So that tells me, that actually right there tells me that it is Scarfed or Specs. So that's all good. Now Mr. Mime should do some decent damage at least to Starmie. Nearly takes it out, but unless he gets a crit, I think this is good game. I'm pretty sure it is. So okay, so it's not. He surprised me, so that's going to take me out for sure. Okay, so that's down. Mr. Mime's out of it. So he sort of surprised me there. So down to my last few pokes. I'm just going to go into Lantern, and there's nothing he can possibly do to me, and I'm going to finish off with T-Bolt, and this should be game now. No more little surprises. He may have predicted me to swap into Lantern, and him thinking that I can probably get a little bit more damage on my Psychic, and maybe hope for a crit on Lantern, but as he can probably going to see now, that made no real difference, and I can tank special attacks from Starmie all day. So, yeah, that's about all for this battle. I hope you guys enjoyed this live narration kind of stuff. Good game, Daniel, whoever you are, if you watched this video at some point or whatever. So, good game, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's about all I need to say for this, and yeah, peace out.